Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. For those of you who are new here, my name is Dave. For those of you who are not new, my name is still Dave. You know that. Um, I'm in the house right now. Actually, I did a first video today. It's a banner day. I'm going to do two videos. I'm off from work, so you know how that goes. You got a little free time, and it started raining outside, so it kind of drove me inside from finishing straightening up the garden and cleaning up stuff from last year. However, I thought I'd come in and spend a couple minutes talking about my impromptu seed setup right now that I have. Oh, yep, you can see outside. That's actually right there is the first wall for my greenhouse that I'm growing, but I got another video coming out later on that. And I'm going to show you what I've got here is basically sitting on a plastic 6-foot folding table. I've got a cheapy wire rack. I don't even know where we got it. We might have got it secondhand, honestly. I'm not sure. As well as several lights. So I'm going to put you up for a second. Those are simply plain fluorescent lights, like shop fixtures. Please don't spend lots of extra money on special grow lights or special wavelengths of light. A plant will grow. I have grown so many seedlings under simple fluorescent lights. If money is a constraint and or the difficulty of sometimes finding those, you can grow plants under just regular light bulbs. It is not an issue. So I want to talk about a couple things here, though. I don't want to go on and on about that. If any of you saw my video several weeks ago, I did a video about I had gotten some horse manure and mixed it with some. Got the horse manure for free from a friend. Then I got free not cedar, God no, free chips, mostly pine, from a local arborist who cuts down trees and they grind them up. And they're always looking for somewhere to dump their truckloads of shavings. So I got them to dump several loads of those, and I actually mixed it all together. It was probably a ton of horse manure, at least ton and a half. Mixed it and made several huge piles of compost. Now those have had about 6 weeks to break down, and they certainly I've been turning them. I've turned them about every 2 weeks, so turned them at least 3 times. However, there was a concern. Someone brought up in the comments, as well as actually someone emailed me about Grazon, which is a pesticide that can be consumed by horses through the hay. It will pass through the horse's digestive tract. Excuse me. It'll pass through the horse's digestive tract, come out of the manure. You put the manure in your garden. The Grazon is still there, or several others that do this, and then they will kill or stunt or dwarf your garden, your vegetable plants. So I had been assured that the hay they were given did not have Grazon in it, did not have any of these pesticides in it that grow. And basically what these pesticides do is they target broadleaf plants. So grass will grow when you apply them. However, broadleaf plants like mustards or anything like that grow wild, it'll kill those. So the concern is then, of course, for example, you could get it and have Grazon in it and plant corn in it, and it would not affect it. It shouldn't affect it at all because corn is a grass. However, all that being said, I took beans are one of the things that are most susceptible, very susceptible to Grazon, very susceptible to any kind of pesticide like that. So I took, first of all, just ignore this one. This is my bay leaf plant that just basically needed some water. You can see these are sitting in a plastic tray with water. So he's not part of the equation right now. But I took five pots. This pot here that has the little white tag stuck in here, this is my control. This has nothing in it except it's the potting mix from Lowe's. I think it was from Lowe's, or from my local garden center. And it has 2 bean plants in it. So each pot had 2 bean plants planted in them. However, this pot and this pot and this one, they all came from my pile. What I did was I dug in several different places, turned the pile over several times well, and then went in, dug out several potfuls, and put them in these 4 pots. So, for example, this one. So these, how we did these beans was we soaked the beans, for about 12 hours, planted them in the medium, and within 48 hours, they were all sprouting. And this is now 48 hours after the first one sprouted. Now you can see I've got one here, and I'm going to give it a bit of an allowance because it's directly under the light now, but before this tray was reversed. So these 2 were farthest away from the light, and these 3 were closest to the light. However, as you can see, that's grown in the horse manure mix. This is my control. It's grown in just a bagged medium that had nothing else added to it. This one was grown in my horse manure mix, and then these 2 were grown in the horse manure mix. However, up until just this morning, they were farthest from the light, and like I said, I turned the tray around to let them get some light. I have a history in science. It's certainly not a scientific study. However, I think I can safely say that plant is in 48 hours, since it took 48 hours at most to sprout, and in another 48 hours, that plant is 4 or 5 inches tall, easily. As well as these are, and they're actually starting to, just within a few days, they've formed their first leaves. They've sprouted up, and I'm quite certain that if I were to open these up or pull these out, I would find a fairly extensive root system, considering they've been in the ground less than a week. Now I'm going to let them go for another week, probably, or 2 at least. These are strictly for trial and error, scientific discovery, if you will, and make sure that they are growing just as well as the beans that are in the control medium. However, I have a feeling that I may already have my answer. So I think that my piles of manure are good to go, and I will put them in my garden, and we'll go from there. And if you ever have anything that you're suspect about, you can always do this. Beans are great. Peas are pretty good. A lot of these beans, though, they're very delicate towards a lot of these mediums and a lot of these pesticides or any other sort of harmful or toxic material that may be in the soil. So they are these were Kentucky Wonder bush beans. There's nothing special about them. They came right out of a bag. I want to say they were from Hoss Tools. I'm not sure, but in any event, just store-bought seed. So I hope that helps. If you have concern about some medium you've gotten, or plants that don't seem to be growing, or just any kind of issues or concerns you may have, that this is a method you can do, and it's very easy. Like I said, I mean, the hardest part was filling a couple pots with soil, and that's no big deal. But they're growing. I think it's been a success for me, as far as the fact that I can feel better that my manure mix, which is still boiling away, so to speak, and heating and composting and doing all the things it's supposed to, I think I can feel pretty comfortable that it probably does not, or has very minimal amount of pesticide or insecticide in it. If anything changes, I'll get back to you, and I'll let you know, though. And I thank you for stopping by. If you like my content, I hope you do. Please like and subscribe. Share the channel with others so that we can grow and continue to give you money-saving and cost-cutting tips, as well as just time savers, hopefully, sometimes, on how to manage your home in a more independent way. I do all this, and I still have a 40-hour-a-week job. My wife works 40 hours a week, and we do all these little things on the side that allow us to just live a little bit more independent of the what is it, of the whole system, as far as food supply and all sorts of things. I'm excited about these, and I'm going to tell you real quick. This is going to come up in another video, and I'll share with you where I got them. These are true potato seeds, excuse me, that I got from a young lady on eBay. And they are just sprouting up, and they are looking really good. And they are they're not a specific, I take that back. These over here are Yukon Golds. These on this side are a mixed color bag that are not all genetically true. And I'm going to tell you in another video why I'm excited about experimenting and looking into that. In the meantime, please like and save and subscribe and share. And as always, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.